Hi guys, and welcome to another video. And in this lesson, we're going to be looking at half equations. Now, half equations tell us what's happening at each electrode in electrolysis. Let me give you guys an example. We may have a magnesium ion, which has a positive charge, so it will be attracted to the negative electrode. When the magnesium ion gets to this negative electrode, it's going to gain 2 electrons to turn into magnesium atoms. Okay, what about something that's attracted to the positive electrode? Let's say something like chlorine. Chloride ions are negatively charged. They need to lose that electron to form chlorine atoms. So these will be attracted to the positive electrode where they will lose that electron. Now remember, chlorine is a diatomic gas, which means there needs 2 chlorine atoms joined together. And if we was to balance this half equation out, we've got 2 chlorine atoms here, which means we need 2 chlorine ions. Each chloride ion loses 1 electron, so we would have a total of 2 electrons being lost. I'll give you guys 2 more. Let's look at aluminium. Aluminium ions have a 3+ charge. They've lost 3 electrons, and for them ions to turn into atoms, they need to gain 3 electrons. These aluminium ions will be attracted to the negative electrode, where they gain 3 electrons to turn into aluminium atoms. And don't forget your state symbols. I'm going to do one more, and I'll do oxygen. Oxygen will be present in the solution in electrolysis, and it will be attracted to the positive electrode. When it gets to the positive electrode, it will form oxygen gas. Now remember, oxygen gas is diatomic, so we need 2 of them. And it will also lose the 2 electrons it started with. But this equation is not balanced. We've got 2 oxygen atoms here, so we need to start with 2 oxygen ions. Each oxygen ion loses 2 electrons, and we've got 2 of them, so there will be a total of 4 electrons being lost. There are 2 terms that you guys should be quite comfortable with using, and those terms are reduction and oxidation. During electrolysis, ions are either oxidized or ions are reduced, and you need to know what those 2 terms mean. Now, oil rig has always helped me to remember what reduction and oxidation mean, because oxidation is losing electrons and reduction is gaining electrons. So if we look at our half equations, we should be able to figure out what's being reduced and what's being oxidized. Well, the magnesium ions here are gaining electrons. They're picking up these 2 electrons. So the magnesium ions are reduced to magnesium atoms. The chloride ions here are losing their electrons. They have to lose this electron here to form chlorine atoms. When you lose electrons, you are oxidized, or oxidation is taking place. What about aluminium and the oxide ions? Well, hopefully you guys can see that the aluminium ions are being reduced because they're gaining electrons, and the oxide ions are being oxidized because they're losing electrons. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay in touch for another video.